Hey everybody, since I have a million people asking me what's wrong, I decided to make a video just to everybody can see it, like it, share it, tell the world. But I'm okay, I'm not dead, and I'm here, I'm alive, I'm breathing. I can move a little bit, but slowly but surely. I was diagnosed with transverse myelitis, which is an autoimmune disease where your body attacks itself. And 1 in 2,000 people get this disease. And I was the lucky one out of whatever 2,000 people to get it. So I'm going to tell y'all what happened. But before I start, if you see me jerk forward or lean forward or move, it's not me, like right now. It's a muscle spasm, so don't be like, oh my god, it's a miracle he's moving. Because you're not. It's a muscle spasm. I can't control those. But anyway, so I was. My mom's right here, but she's scared to be in the video. But so what happened was I was at work one day, and I really wasn't feeling good after lunch, but I stuck the day out, and then I got home, and I was vomiting, and I just had a fever, and I wasn't feeling good, so that went on for a couple of days, and then I just got really irritable. So my mom decided to take me to the emergency room, and they admitted me to the emergency room. And my when I got there, my kidneys had failed because I was severely dehydrated because of the fever and the high temperature and stuff. And then after that, I don't know the exact time period, but I just know this stuff happened because I was sedated and I couldn't remember anything. So this is what my mom told me, but like I said, she's too scared to get a video. But anyway, so after my kidneys had failed, I had three jolts to my body that lifted me out of the hospital bed, and they claimed it was muscle spasms, but as of right now, I don't believe that a muscle spasm is that strong to just lift you out of the bed. So that happened, and then the next series of events, I had a seizure. I've never had a seizure a day in my life, but just so happened, I had a seizure. And then after that, or before that, either one, my blood pressure had rose to stroke level, and that's when I stopped talking and all of that good stuff. And then the next series of events, I went into cardiac arrest, and that's when I stopped breathing. And yeah, at that point, everybody, thought I was gone. I had died, and that was it. But thank God that wasn't it because I'm here now, and I'm here, so it wasn't my time to go. But as they were intubating me, bringing me back, somehow one of my airways, muscle spasm, somehow one of my airways had got blocked or they stopped, and it caused inflammation on my brain, and I had fluid on my brain, and then the fluid on my brain caused fluid on my spinal cord. And as most of you know, your spinal cord is pretty much what you need to be mobile and able, and your spine is causes this, causes that. And just so happened, my level of injury is a C5, which is at the top of your neck, which is your central nerve system. And at this point, my central nerve system was shot. So I was paralyzed from the neck down. I couldn't talk. I had breathing tubes, and I just, as some of you saw the pictures, I was graveyarding. And yeah, it wasn't a pretty sight, but hey, I've been through it and I'm here. And then, from what I remember, I was on a whole lot of drugs, illegal drugs. I was on steroids. They had me on propofol. That's the drug that killed Michael Jackson. I don't know why they put me on anesthetic. I was breathing, but I wasn't, going under anesthesia. So I don't understand why they put me on that. But anyway, that's that. They thought it was because of my diabetes, which a lot of you did when you heard that I was, in the hospital. But no, Actually, that's not it. My diabetes are very under control, very well controlled. And they thought that was that, but it's not. And it's funny because they sent over 80 different tests, or I don't know how many, but they took every test possible in the infectious disease department, and all of my tests came back negative. So as of right now, they they don't really know what caused it. They just know that it's something autoimmune within myself. And like I said, it attacked my spine. And like I said, I had a breathing tube in my mouth. I had a trach, which I can't pull it down. Can you pull it down so you can see it? I had if you see that little hole right there, that's where my trach was. And if you don't know what a trach is, hold on, sorry, technical difficulties. If you don't know what a trach is, that is what my trach looks like. And this little piece right here was in that hole in my neck. And I use that to talk and breathe and do everything. So, yeah, I've pretty much been through a lot. And I was eating out of a stomach tube. I have a hole in my stomach right now. Well, it's not a hole anymore, but there was a hole in my stomach, and I was eating out of this little nifty tool thingy. Yeah, all of that was inside of my stomach. Well, from here to here was inside of my stomach, and I ate through that for 28 days. And if you saw the picture I told you, when they told me I could eat, I ate like a slave. I spent like $12, $15 in Wendy's, and I ate every bit of it. Wendy's was like my favorite food at that time. But as of right now, I'm doing good. I'm in therapy, and I just think it's, a blessing and a miracle because, like I said, I didn't have to be here, but God brought me here. And then the doctor told, well, at one hospital, the doctor told my mom, your son has a 1% chance of walking again. And my mom's like, what? My son is 20 years old. He's active. He's healthy. He's in shape. Like, that's not possible. So we went to another hospital, and they were like, we don't know what the cause of this is really, and this is a rare case, and we can't really give you a definite yes or no as whether you're gonna walk again. And I listened to it, but I don't mean to get all gospel on y'all, but I have faith, and I know that the doctor can say what they want to say, man can say what they want to say, but nobody's God, and nobody has the final answer but Him. And I I've been to therapy 3 times already, twice, and on my first day of active therapy, they stood me up, and I haven't stood up in 3.5 months. And just to stand up for me is a complete and total blessing. And it shocked me. My mom started crying because she a big baby. But yeah, it's just, and I can't feel anything yet. Well, my waist down, I can't feel anything. So it kind of felt like I was floating, but I actually was standing up. And I'm sure most of you have seen or liked the picture. But yeah, and then today in therapy, I stood up again for about 10 minutes because if I can't stand up without my blood pressure dropping, or if I can stand up for 20 minutes without my blood pressure dropping, then I can walk. But they fitted me today for this robot. It's gonna get me walking, get my legs moving, and hopefully by midsummer in summertime, excuse me, I'll be on my own 2 feet. Hopefully I can come out, I can see y'all, because I miss being out and just seeing everybody. And I don't know. Oh, this little gadget right here. This is my this is my hand. This is my finger. I text with this little red thing, and it's so big and ugly because my wrist isn't very strong yet. But I can do this. I can do my arms. I can do this one. I don't need a wristband on this one because I'm right-handed, but this wrist is pretty strong. My fingers are like permanently curved.